Does Donald Trump hate Christmas? Well, to be honest, I don't really know the answer to that question, but I do know what he hates: Christmas parties. Apparently, the 45th president despises going to the White House Christmas parties. Now, according to New York Magazine's Olivia Newsy, current and former White House staffers say Trump regards presidential Christmas parties with a special loathing and goes out of his way to escape the parties early. So, wait. What happened to making the Christmas parties great again? Apparently, he just doesn't want to. Now, according to one person close to the White House, talking to Newsy, she says, it makes perfect sense that Trump hates the entire production surrounding Christmas. Well, now, why would that be? Look, this is a guy who said, no, we say Merry Christmas here in America because, God damn it, we're a Christmas nation, right? That we say Merry Christmas. We say Merry Christmas. Okay, well, you're not saying Merry Christmas to anybody else, at least not at these parties, because you want to just get the hell out of there. Okay, well, what is it about Christmas parties that irritate President Trump? Well, that person close to the White House has one idea, and there are different ideas, and I'm going to present them, of course, talk about those. For one, this person said, well, the reason that Trump doesn't like Christmas is because it's not about him. Quote, if it were about him, he'd love it. Christmas is not about him. So, hey man, look, if we called it Trumpmas, well, then he'd be interested. Or we left the presents under the Trump tree. Well, then he might be interested in this holiday. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Yeah, family. The only family I care about is my family. Okay. All right. Now, one White House official was a little bit more fair, telling Newsy, quote, look, it's just a lot. It's really busy. I mean, they're hosting all these people, half of whom they don't even know. I mean, I don't want to meet people I don't know. I don't want to sit there and take pictures. And that, of course, factors into it later. But they said he just gets impatient. He likes to go, go, go. Sitting through things, well, he gets restless. I mean, come on, don't we all get restless? That sounds like a child. Look, think of it what you will, but somebody who can't sit still and, gets tired and irritated at Christmas parties, doesn't want to be there, that sounds like a child. But now there's more. Now, as I mentioned before, the pictures, Trump hates taking pictures. At one party, apparently Trump grew so annoyed that he began complaining openly to one of his aides. He said, hey, I'm supposed to be president, but now all I do is stand there and take pictures all day. There's no telling what's going on in the world right now. I'd never know. And do you actually think that he cares? No, he doesn't actually care about that. No, he wants an excuse to leave. I want to know what's going on in the world. So I'm going to leave and I'm going to go watch Fox and Friends. That's what's going to happen. Come on, man. Jeez. No, he doesn't care. He just wants to get out. But anyway, now while shaking hands with guests and standing for photos at another party, last year, Trump had spotted Mike Pence in the crowd. And you're going to love what happens next, right? So, again, he didn't want to take pictures. He didn't want to be there. So here's what he did. According to a second White House official, he forced the vice president to take his place. He and Melania left and subbed in the vice president for the photo line. Mike. Hey, Mike, get over here. Get over. You're going to take pictures for me and Melania. But sir, you're the president. Just do it, Mike. I'm going upstairs. This party sucks anyway. I'm out of here. I love how he just gets Mike Pence to pretty much do everything. Mike Pence, run the country. Come up with policy. Sit there and not say anything. Okay, Mr. President. I can do that. Yes, sir. Wish Mama was here. As long as I'm not in a room by myself alone with a lady. Mom and my wife they just wouldn't approve. Sad. Now, because of his hatred of photo lines and meeting random people, there are a few parties, besides those held for the Secret Service and law enforcement, that now feature a formal photo line. One senior official said, quote, "He was frustrated last year. I think anybody would be." Well, not necessarily. There are actually people that shock, horror, disgust, actually like other people and actually like shaking hands and meeting other people. I know, it's crazy. And even taking pictures. I mean, all the other presidents, at least back to John F. Kennedy, have done this. And I believe it was Kennedy that started making Christmas a little bit more commercialized in the White House and celebrated in the White House. So, but all that changed when the baby got into office, of course. But now that same official said, this year has been fine, thanks to these changes. And I think it's because last year so many of the parties had photos. So this year we have way fewer photo lines. This year has been much better in terms of his being fine with things and in a much better mood. He said a couple of times that this year is way better than last year. So, no, of course they have to change everything. Why? You got to appease the baby, or he's going to throw a fit. That's what happens. So, of course, in addition to getting rid of photos and throwing Mike Pence in there to take photos for him and all this stuff, he also got rid of the press party. Now, here's the thing, right? Under normal circumstances, I'm actually against having a press party in the White House. Why? Because I don't want the press and the people in power to be like this, right? I don't want that. Because the press is actually supposed to hold the president accountable. But the reason that there is no press party this year is not because of the reason of, hey, we shouldn't have entrenched power structures cozying up with the media that's supposed to hold them accountable. No, it's because we actually have the media that is starting to hold the president accountable, and the president's a baby and doesn't like it. That's what's actually going on here. So, in a weird way, he does the right way, the right thing for the wrong reasons. Which is basically, I don't know, some decisions that he's made. For example, the Trans-Pacific Partnership and trying to change up NAFTA, which he didn't actually do. So, trying to do the right thing for the wrong reasons, totally self-involved reasons. But anyway, as far as Christmas goes, look, if you were looking for holiday cheer, well, I don't know if it's going to come from the White House this year. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation, set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent, progressive media.